for you.
Stand by to launch FanStream Sports.
3, 2, 1. Let's start.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to FanStream Sports. Nothing but pure sports. This is the JP Show.
JP, it is so good to hear you back on the air.
Stand by. Now, here's JP.
All right, welcome into day 2, Bucs training camp edition of the JP Peterson Show. We are so glad you are joining us. If you're doing it live, we appreciate you guys following us to our new time slot. We'll be doing this till August 11th. Another hot day at camp. Lots going on, lots to get to there. Hello to you, Tim Ham. I can't even say good morning to you anymore.
It's morning where I am.
That's true. It's morning.
It is.
But speaking of morning, we have breaking news, and it is not good. The great Hulk Hogan, Hulkamania, one of the greatest pop culture movements, frankly, in history, has died. 71 years old. This just came over. I don't have a lot of information on it. Intern Danny, if you can find out any information on it. All I can tell you is, Hulk lives here and lived here forever. And you want to talk about a local icon, I just don't know if there's a bigger name, to be quite honest. And with all due respect to Leroy Selman and Derek Brooks, and is there a bigger star, worldwide fame than Hulk Hogan? Not comparing careers or anything. I'm just saying, is there a bigger celebrity? I don't know. I don't think so.
Apparently, he suffered a cardiac arrest early this morning at home.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to talk about a life well lived. Holy heck. I mean, that guy, he got every ounce out of it. 71 years, no doubt about it. Had the pleasure a few times to interview him and be in his presence. And boy, what a nice man. What a nice man. And he just, to be as big a celebrity as he was, always had time to say a kind word, was always gracious. Just, and even the last time I think I saw him on TV, I think was during the campaign at the Trump rally, which was iconic, freaking iconic. It was amazing. And last time I saw him in person, he didn't look great. He did not look great. Yeah. I think I saw him at the mall, and he just did not look great. And much like we saw yesterday with Deion Sanders, we wish him no ill will at all, obviously. But Deion did not look good yesterday. He looked very frail. And it's weird when your heroes, when you see them in real life, and it's just, wow, it's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird. But, and sad, yes, but what a life lived by Hulk Hogan. I'm not the biggest wrestling fan, but even I know what an icon that guy is and what he's meant to the sport. Not without controversy, obviously his life, not without controversy. And you don't need to get into all that. If you're into it, go read about it. To me, I'll always remember him as just the kindest, nicest, always had time for local people, especially like Tampa and St. Pete and Clearwater. I mean, this was his home. And he was beloved here. Everywhere he went, he was. But rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. What a dude, man. What a dude.
I haven't been into wrestling since the late 80s, with world-class championship wrestling here in Dallas, down at the Sport Auditorium with the Von Erichs and the Freebirds, and Hulk Hogan was a part of that way back in the day, in the early part of the 80s. And I remember seeing him wrestle down there. But of course, even being, no longer a fan of wrestling and all of that, like, he transcended the sport. He was a pop culture icon with TV shows, cartoons, just anything he did was news, and then everything his family did after that was news. So, a big part of my childhood, it's kind of the same thing with Ozzy. We didn't really talk about Ozzy passing away.
No, we didn't.
But,
no,
I've never been a big Ozzy fan. I was never into Black Sabbath. I mean,
me neither.
I kind of appreciated them, kind of like the Beatles. I've never been a Beatles fan, but I appreciated what they meant to music. Black Sabbath did nothing for me musically. But I appreciated Ozzy, and I enjoyed a lot of Ozzy as a solo
reality show.
80s.
Yes.
You know,
He was one of the first really reality stars, was he not?
yeah, the reality thing was a big deal. Yeah, for sure. That was a good show. I like that.
And of course, wrestling was the ultimate reality show.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, both of them passing away, big chunks of my childhood and mainly my teenage years are gone now. And it's, that's what you deal with when you get into your, like us, into your 50s and 60s, man. You're just like, they start dropping like flies. Your childhood is just gone in an instant, and it's crazy to think about. But
these things happened in threes too, don't they?
Yeah.
Waiting for another shoe to drop.
And you know what? I will tell you this. When I realized my childhood was dead, I don't know if I've talked about it on this show. I have on some of my other shows. The day or the evening I realized my childhood was just gone was when I turned on the TV and an infomercial comes on. And it's for reverse mortgages for senior citizens. And the dude that's hosting it and talking about it is my childhood idol, the Fonz. Henry Winkler, as an old man touting
reverse mortgages,
senior citizen reverse mortgages. And I'm like, God, I'm dead. My life is over now. I can't continue. That was probably like 10 years ago too.
Well, and something that people always say, don't meet your heroes, unfortunately or fortunately in this business that we're in, we get to do that all the time.
Yeah.
And it can be great. Like with Hulk Hogan, like meeting him I remember the first time he came into News Channel 8, did something with us. And it was like, he was awesome. And he was just larger than life. And he pat you on the back. Hey, JP, and you're like, holy shit, Hulk Hogan just patted me on the back. He about knocked the wind out of me, and it's just, you're like, because you see the sports, to me, he was bigger than like a Tom Brady almost, because he's just a huge celebrity. And the sports guys to me never really kind of, never really popped for me. It was always, if you meet an actor or a singer or if, out of my genre, sports guys, it's kind of like, it's just what we do. But Hulk was just kind of different. He just was kind of different. And I thought it was really cool. But, and Ozzy, I'm the same way with you. But sometimes, meeting Bob Greasy was one of my childhood heroes. What an a-hole he was. What an a-hole he was.
Yeah.
What a jerk.
I've heard that.
But,
for his kids not far
sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad. And, Pete Rose was another one. Oh, my God. I loved Pete Rose. And what a complete a-hole. What a complete a-hole he was.
I will tell you.
Bad human.
I didn't have a lot of like heroes like in sports related growing up. I never like fanboyed over sports people, maybe other than Roger Staubach. And I got to play in a flag football charity game with him in my early 20s. I think I've told that story. But,
that's cool.
Oh yeah, and he threatened me within an inch of my life, and he wasn't joking because I dropped the pass in practice.
He Peyton Manning you like Saturday Night Live, dude.
I'm like 23 years old. I drop an out pattern, and it was a perfect throw. Hit me right in the hands. It was like 20 yards. it wasn't a close pass. I dropped it, and I'm kind of like whatever. I'm shuffling. I'm smiling back, and he pulled me by the shirt. He goes, "If I throw you the ball, you fucking catch it." And I'm not kidding. It's a charity flag football game, right? But anyway, he was super
Roger
cool.
Staubach, baby.
Yeah, he was super cool after that.
Staubach.
But I got to meet the great Johnny Unitas one time at a radio remote. He was part of the station, came out and hung out, and he was already old, obviously, by then, But dude, all 6'5" or 6 of them, just as an old man, his hands were this big as he shook my hand. And I remember thinking, this is effing Johnny Unitas. Like, holy crap. Yeah. Could not have been a nicer guy.
Yeah. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But hey, we got something new on the show. A first time ever. First time ever. I need some type of sound effect for this. We have our first super chat. $9.99 super chat from Jimmy J. Ward. Yeah, it shows up big yellow on the screen.
Yeah,
and there it is. Yeah,
wow,
Jimmy J.
Look at that,
Voyager.
Jimmy.
We love you, brother. You're our first. You popped our cherry, baby. You're the first. How about that?
I like it.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was going to show up in StreamYard as a.
Yes, it did. And how?
It's good to know.
He says, I tried to stay positive, but after the consistent collapse of the bullpen, I think the Rays should, at the very least, put at the deadline, sell at the deadline off some minor pieces to build for next season. Jimmy, love you, brother, first and foremost. I'm with you. I was there last night for that debacle. And no matter how many free beers I drank, and no how many free hot dogs I had up in the suite The sliders were amazing, by the way. Oh, the cookies.
I bet.
I put on like 20 pounds last night. It couldn't help. It didn't help. It sucked. Watching that right in front of me, I almost hurled. Kevin Kelly almost made me hurl. Watching that, it was just, and I at some point after about batter 6, when you just realize the dude has nothing.
Yeah.
You just, now I'm mad at Kevin Cash. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? That was just a debacle. And so many times this year. You know, I've always been a huge Kevin Cash fan. You know, you guys know this. I think he's just the best manager in the game with what he works with. But this season, I don't know what the F's going on. Is he trying to get fired? Or maybe these are the demands coming down from above? I don't know. None of it makes any sense. What's going on with the Rays, like in the last week or two, makes no sense to me. No sense. Like Kevin, first of all, Boyle's pitching great. Kevin Kelly's been just smacked around like a little bitch for 2 weeks. Right. You got to win this game against Chicago. You got to win this series. Like, this is that we're not jerking around anymore. This is not late May. And you go to Kevin Kelly with 2 out of the next 3 batters being left-handers? Yeah, you were up, 7-5 at that point? What are you doing? And then you leave him out there for 8 batters? My God, what the hell were we doing? And the at-bat that just floored me, I'm trying to remember exactly which one it was. The lefty came up that hit the 2 home runs during the series. Montgomery, yeah. Comes up, and I'm like, okay, he's got to go to the bullpen now, because it said from where I was sitting, you couldn't see the bullpen. Like, we could just see half of it. But on the scoreboard, it said Ian Seymour up in the bullpen like 2 batters earlier. Now, when I went back and looked at the game on TV, watched the game on TV, watched the sequence, Doug Wechter said there was nobody warming up. 6 batters in, the guy's got nothing, and you got nobody warming up? Oh, wow. It's the 8th inning. Like, what are we doing? And I'm like, is Seymour not ready? Is nobody warming up with this guy on the hill? Are you effing kidding me? Because Doug said, I guess this is his inning. What are we doing? What are we doing? And the dude's got 1 pitch, and it's like 91. It's like your sidearm stuff doesn't work anymore, bro. But I'm really not even mad at him. I mean, it's evident to everybody the dude can't pitch at the major league level anymore. Get him. I mean, he's gone now, but what are we doing? Like, that was like, and you're going to leave him up against that lefty with the bases loaded, who's already homered a couple times? What are we doing? And it's just a matter of time before he just smoked one off the wall. Game over. No, I think he had to give up a few more runs after that too. So Jimmy J. Voyager, I'm with you, brother. I've tried to stay positive, but at this point, bury them. They're done. They're done. And God forbid they go out and actually make a move to try to save this, unless they're going to, I mean, we've got some guys like Orsi. Why did we send Orsi down? He was pitching great. And Montgomery, who I know, needs to work on his, I'd rather see Montgomery up here throwing 100 than who came in, the lefty last night that came in, Seymour, with, throwing that 91 mile an hour puss. Like, what happened to our 98ers? We used to have 98ers all over the place. Now we got, now you're serving up 91.6 over the middle of the plate. Yeah, even the White Sox are going to hit that. And you go up 4-0 in the game, and Taj is all over the place, although I thought it was a little quick hook for him.
Yeah.
He usually finds it, and certainly has much better stuff than the guys you got in the bullpen right now. So you're going to try to go, get 7 innings worth out of this bullpen? Good luck. I just thought the whole thing last night was a disaster. By the way, we're going to get to all the Bucs stuff here in a second, but we've just been a little rerouted. I got rerouted by a super chat, a $9.99 super chat. That's going to happen.
That'll happen to you.
You pay, you go to the top of the
For those of you curious, if you shoot us a $9.99 super chat, you're probably getting moved to the top of the topic list, no matter what you're talking about.
We're going right to it. We know where our bread's buttered, and right now it's Jimmy J. Voyager.
I might put him as a co-host on the show for today's episode.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Can we be bought? Hell yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Mike H was in early here this morning on the Rays. Cash single-handedly cost the Rays the game. Kelly's body language warming up, not good. Did not look confident. Looked even worse on the mound. No control. Why would Cash go with him that long? I don't know. You're right, though. When I went back and saw it on TV, dude was like sweating. His face was red.
Yeah.
God, he looked like me at the freaking rave 2 hours in. I mean, he was just sweating, and it wasn't that hot last night, by the way.
Right.
It was very, very brisk breeze. It was beautiful. Beautiful night for baseball.
JP,
Mike H, continue.
Oh, go ahead. After you finish Mike's comment, I got something.
Cash didn't even have anyone warming up in the bullpen, right? I'm thinking Sabermetrics or AI has completely taken control of some of these managers' hands. Things got testy when Caminero got hit by pitch, walking slowly down the line, starting down the pitcher and still holding the barrel of the bat. Yeah, he was pissed, because obviously he hit a home run earlier in the game. And I do think that this heat and humidity here outside I think it's part of why the pitchers are struggling a little bit, because it's hard to grip the ball. You could see them after they pitch sometimes. They'll rub their leg or, go back to the rosin bag. So I think it's definitely affected them. But Kelly was just awful. He just serving it up to left-handers right in the middle. And he's, that sidearm thing is just coming into the barrel of the bat. I mean, Cash is not this dumb. He's not. He knows baseball. Like, really knows, and he knows his players. But some of these decisions, and then later they rally and they brought in a lefty. They pinch hit Morel for Lowe, who had already had a big hit in the game. And I'm kind of like, I don't know exactly the numbers, Danny. Look up Morel versus left-handers, Josh Lowe versus left-handers. I know Josh has been really struggling. So I kind of get that one. And Morel did smoke it down the third base line. Third baseman made a great play, got the out and got out of it. But so that one I could kind of stomach, but the Kevin Kelly thing just makes no sense. First of all, why do you go to him in that situation? And then why do you leave him in for 8 batters? And for 2 of the first 3 were lefties. I don't know. That just absolutely boggles my mind. Let me see. What'd you get, Danny? What do you got?
Josh Lowe versus lefty,
240 and a home run.
5 RBIs, and 50 play appearances.
And Morel
is batting 179.
179
with 3 home runs and 8 RBIs.
3 home runs and 8 RBIs versus lefties. So, actually, not even a good move there. Yeah. All right, so back to Hulk here for a second. Flash Gordon says, I'm not a big wrestling guy, but whenever people bring up wrestling and ask who's your guy, I just say Hulk Hogan. You're a part of a large crowd there. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Sad day losing.
It's a good default, yeah.
Giant and Hulk Hogan, said Daniel Rivera. Yep. Flash Gordon says, I'm an Ozzy guy. That was big for me. Yeah, sorry, partner. Yep. He's big for a lot of people.
Yeah, and I totally get it. Again, it's because I wasn't a huge fan. I completely get it.
Daniel Rivera says a lot of our childhoods left us today with Hogan's passing. The WWF now would not be where it is without Hogan coming in from the AWA in the early 80s. Yep. Yeah, man, he got it. He understood it. He really, really, really got it. Flash says there's a whole bunch to say about me and Ozzy. I can't describe all that here. The simple way is to say I'm a blues guy, but I've got through Black Sabbath and Ozzy discography.
Sure.
Do
you know who Ozzy's biggest music influence was? I've read this numerous times, especially since his passing.
Who's that?
The first time he ever heard the Beatles is when he decided, I want to be in music. Yeah.
Interesting.
And that's true, I think, of a lot of people that age,
Totally different music, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Daniel says he was Brady and Jordan before Brady and Jordan, talking about Hulk. Yeah. Absolutely.
As a matter of fact, I believe it was their 4th. It was Sabbath's 4th album, which, of course, heavy metal kind of influence, obviously. They've got a song called Changes it's piano and it's Ozzy's voice singing. And that was kind of his tribute to the Beatles, where it doesn't match anything they've ever recorded before. It's a piano and it's Ozzy singing. And it's been covered a couple of times. Actually, I can't remember who covered it. They made it more popular in the 80s, but I can't remember because I know the song. I didn't know that Sabbath even was the originators of it until much later. But yeah, it's pretty special.
You Ozzy fans will hate me for this, but like once I heard he bit off the head of a bat on stage, I was like, yeah, I'm good.
See, that was kind of made me want to listen to him more.
Well, see, different strokes. Different strokes.
I'm like, I might like this guy.
Douglas Batista says lefties batting plus 300 against Kelly this season. And actually,
Wow.
Douglas Batista was the first. It wasn't a super chat. It was just a gift to the program. And we thank him very much for that. Which you can do by hitting a QR code here. I don't want to be begging for money out here like some of the other hosts in town, but you guys know what you can do. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll remind you that it's there. Also, we've got a poll on the chat on YouTube about the showtime. If you guys want us to keep the noon to 2 showtime, now's your chance. Go in and vote on got to be on the YouTube chat, though, on the YouTube channel in order to see it, to vote for it. So there you go.
All righty. Doug also says lefties batting 300 against Kelly this season. Yeah, he's just so easy. Orzi and Durham, 5 outings, no earned runs. Why is he down there? Baffling. Yes. Like what the? And then what is this guy we got from Sabat? What's his name? Frederick from the Braves. He goes right on the DL. Stuart Fairchild, who was like a light hitting defensive replacement outfielder. Boy, those are hard to find. That we got from the Braves for cash. And which Neander may be fired, spending Stu's cash on this guy. He gets here and he gets in the batting cage and pulls a freaking oblique muscle.
Oh God!
Which I think is so he could go on a 60-day DL and still get paid or something because he knew he would be here for like 3 days and be done. But whatever, smart move by him. But like, what are we doing? Like, we got outfielders coming back. We got guys in AAA that can play. And we're going to buy this guy from the Braves who's a complete scrub. He comes here and gets injured. Orzi's down there. Montgomery's down there. The guys up here can't get it out. We're putting Kevin Kelly out there for 8 batters. We're losing 2 out of 3 to the White Sox. Hell, they almost damn near swept us. Like, what the F is going on? Where's the team that went 24-9? I mean, Brandon Lau's important, but my God.
Yeah.
But, and Hassan Kim comes up, plays a game, gets hurt, plays a game, gets hurt. It said, God, good thing it's football season. We'll get to it here in just a second.
JP, I don't want to derail your topic and your show here, but I'm about to put this on the screen. Can you tell me when will this madness stop?
I don't
This
know.
just came across my YouTube timeline from your buddy. Literally 16 minutes ago, this was posted. Orlando Dreamers secure future headquarters.
Well, listen, I'll say this. If the city of Tampa, the county of Hillsborough, is dumb enough to not get this done, then they could go to Orlando. I'll say that. If Hillsborough County, if some of these politicians that are already squawking before they even see the damn deal. I'm talking to you, Warstall. They're already squawking before they see the deal. To be that guy, I get it. I mean, I don't know how many times Hagan has to say we're going to protect the taxpayers. This is going to be a win-win for everybody. We put a lot of money into a lot of different things. We get the businesses benefits all the time. So listen, let's wait to see what the deal is, what the money is. And if you still don't think it's good, then you can vote no. But I will say the majority of people will vote yes. So it's ours to keep. Orlando, the only shot they have is if we completely crap the bed. And I don't anticipate that happening. There's too much at stake. There's way too much at stake. So
and JP,
I don't get mad at Brody. Brody's
no, I'm not saying get mad. I'm just wondering when it's going to stop. And then along those same lines, my favorite social media follow is my good friend, professional golfer Max Homa. I think he's a great social media follow. He makes fun of himself quite a bit. He talks about the tour like none of the other players do. But I think a close second is Chris Lotvola.
Yeah, oh my God, he's great.
So
Fantastic.
yesterday he pulled this out. As James Larson said, the 4 new UFL markets will be Boise, Columbus, Florida, and Kentucky. Chris Lodvilla commented and retweeted it and said, "Congrats to my friends in Orlando on getting another pro sports team. As you look for names, may I suggest the Dreamers?"
What a troller. Yes. Outstanding. Yeah. So yeah, if we drop the ball, they'll be waiting to catch it. But your second place, your second fiddle, as you always will be to Tampa Bay.
I love Lodvilla.
Take that. Take that. What did Mario say? The Rays A relievers weren't available due to pitching so much earlier in the season. Cash was forced to use the only rested relievers thanks to Bradley's short outing. Well, again, could have stuck with Bradley longer. Could have stuck with Boyle longer. How many innings did Boyle pitch? I think he could have stayed in the game. I'm not going to Kelly in that spot. No way. No way. It's just it was. And then at some point, Seymour was ready. Why didn't you go to Seymour there? I'd rather see him in there before Kevin Kelly when most of the guys were lefties, the most dangerous guys. What's that? 3 innings. Boyle went 3 innings. He's been pitching 5-6 innings. Why take him out? And put Kelly in? No sense. You're making no sense. Making no sense. All right. I didn't want to get into the Rays at the beginning, but it is what it is. Since we had a super chat, that's what we did.
Yeah.
All right. As we transition over to football, Steve Capitanius says, "It was great seeing you today in the end zone at camp. Defense looked good. Crazy to see the fanfare with Shiloh after camp. He stayed out there for 30 minutes signing and taking photos. Good for him." How about that? Great to see you, Steve, and thank you for saying hello. I had a bunch of fans out there today stop me and say hello, and we really appreciate when you guys do that. You're not bothering me. I love every minute of it. So please say hello when I'm out of camp if you see me, and thank you guys so much for listening. I really, really appreciate it. We do. So I always like to acknowledge you, take pictures with you, whatever you want to do. We'd love to do it. So say hello when you're out there. All right, let's take a break, and then we'll transition to the Buccaneers. We got Baker Mayfield. Got some great stuff from him today. I thought he was fantastic at the podium. We got Todd Bowles. I got all my notes from today's practice, and there were some very interesting things to tell you folks about. We are brought to you by the Jeeves Law Group. JeevesLawGroup.com is the website. You can contact them through there for your free, and I said free, legal consultation. They will give you a free case evaluation. So if you're in an accident, you want to go with a local group that knows what they're doing, knows the local legal landscape. They're local, they are trusted, and they get results. Jeeves Law Group, offices Tampa and St. Pete, non-attorney spokesman. And the great folks at OnsiteConstructionFL.com. Jason Fawcett was just in the studio. We're going to play his interview tomorrow because we got so much to get to today. But he has some great stuff going on right now. If you're looking to renovate your home and renovation loans, time is of the essence. We'll explain that to you tomorrow. Be on the preferred client list, OnsiteConstructionFL.com. Back at 3. Although it may seem tempting to go without healthcare insurance, the financial risk far outweighs the gain you may experience. For example, did you know if you simply broke your leg, it could cost you nearly $7,500? Put on top of that a hospital stay, you could be looking at $10,000 to $15,000. Ensuring that you don't go uncovered is so important, as according to CNBC, high medical bills are the highest contributing factor to why Americans end up taking money out of their retirement savings, or worse, find themselves filing bankruptcy. So go to don'tgouncovered.com or call 800-669-1505. Now, depending on your income, you can get plans for zero premium. Our experts will guide you through the process effortlessly. They will shop many plans and find the one that's right for you. I called and I have full health coverage through Florida Blue for zero monthly premium. It's a free call. So why go uncovered? It's a huge risk. Go to don'tgouncovered.com or call 800-669-1505. That's 800-669-1505. Spring means a time of renewal and Rays baseball, and the folks at Italiano Insurance want to welcome the Rays to Tampa and remind you it's time to renew those insurance policies with the now famous Italiano Insurance Checkup. Let the experienced and friendly agents shop your policy for the best price and coverage. Famous for saving me over $1,000 on our auto insurance last year and over $500 on our homeowners. Now that's a grand slam. Might as well get a double play by adding flood insurance and business insurance to your portfolio. Costs less than you think, and trust me, you do not want to risk your home or personal wealth. That's a big whiff. So step up to the plate and call 813-877-7799 and chat with the all-star agents at Italiano Insurance. 813-877-7799 or go to italianoinsurance.com. Go Rays! JP here for Riveters, our new official sports bar and grill of the JP Peterson Show. And just like our show, no BS, no corporate chain feel, just amazing, authentic folks serving great comfort food in a casual atmosphere at unheard of prices. Riveters is located just south of Raymond James and Steinbrenner Field on Dale Mabry, walking distance to the park, so free parking, great place for pregame and postgame. Let's talk about fresh food. Nothing is frozen. Burgers, wings, prime rib, roasted fresh daily, never frozen. That makes a huge difference. The mahi, the salmon, also super fresh. All our sauces are original recipes made in-house. Our Warhawk chili and fully loaded potato soup is made fresh in-house. It's the best food anywhere, served by people who actually care. Riveters on Dale Mabry, just north of 275, just south of where the Bucs and Rays play. We'll see you there. Are you looking to renovate your home, rebuild after the hurricanes, or build your dream home from scratch? Well, let me tell you about my friend Jason Fawcett and On-Site Construction. They have over 1,450 satisfied clients, 25 years of experience, over 500 designs, and a talented team of over 40 construction professionals. They believe building something exceptional begins by truly focusing on all the details, even the smallest ones. We understand that construction can be a daunting process, and we're here to make it as smooth and stress-free as possible. Quality is non-negotiable at On-Site Construction. We use the finest materials, employ the most skilled tradespeople, and adhere to the highest industry standards to deliver a product we're proud of and that you're going to love. Our project management is meticulous with a focus on completing projects on time and on budget. Your happiness is our primary driver. So give us a call at 813-579-5789 or check out our incredible website at onsiteconstructionfl.com. Are you having legal issues with a business partner or other legal business issues? The attorneys at Walters, Levine & DeGrave can help. Call 800-616-0384 for a free consultation. At Walters, Levine & DeGrave, we've redefined what a law firm can be with top-tier attorneys, personal service, and 26 years of success. From business law to civil litigation, we deliver smart, client-focused solutions. Walters, Levine & DeGrave recently won a $6.4 million jury verdict from a large real estate developer, and they can win for you too. Walters, Levine & DeGrave. Let's solve it together. Not attorney spokesman. For a free consultation, call 800-616-0384 or go to walterslevine.com. Offices Tampa, Sarasota.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
All right, welcome back to the JP Peterson Show, brought to you by the great folks at Riveters. A new Riveters coming to you soon in St. Pete, right next to the Red Mesa. How about that? Riveters Rage just continues. Everybody loves it. Head on over there. Going to a Rays game or coming home from a Rays game, or now football season is in. So any football events you have at Ray J, make sure you stop by Riveters on the way over. You can park there, walk to the stadiums, or you can Uber, whatever you like. But make sure you go in and have some of their new hazy IPA beer. They got all their microbrews down now. So they are available. They got a sweet and sour, I should say. They got the hazy IPA. The light beer is fantastic, and they have a seltzer. They're brewed their own seltzer too.
You know who likes the sours? I'm finding out is the ladies like the sours.
The ladies do like the sours.
Yeah.
It's not as it's definitely not as hoppy, obviously.
No.
So, yeah, very, very good. Yeah, so check it out at Riveters, and of course, all their great food as well. I could go for some of their chicken wings right now. Oh,
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of whatever the ladies like.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I know that you are.
JP, I am enjoying coming across my Twitter feed, my X feed this morning. My Texas A&M Aggies posting now 3 videos out of Carolina Panthers camp of former Aggies great defensive back Damani Richardson intercepting Bryce Young like 3 times this morning already.
Yikes. Like Winfield yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. Winfield was great yesterday. He was tremendous. I think he might have been held out of practice today. I'm not sure because they
didn't want to make Baker look bad. Like, could you stop for a minute and let Baker throw the ball?
I mean, please. Yeah. Baker, we'll get to him in just a second. He chatted with the media today. So we got some clips from that. Yeah, Baker was okay today. He threw a pick 6 to Bryce Hall that Bryce dropped. I mean, I think Baker was kind of working on his deep out throws, though. Yeah. And just, man, he throws that deep out across the field about as good as anybody. I mean, he rips that thing. He could throw about 40 yards on the line. The dude's got a freaking cannon. Threw one to a TP today, and who made a really, really good catch. Trey Palmer had a good day today. He had a diving catch in the end zone when they were going red zone. Baker kind of rolled out to his right. I think he would have been sacked on the play probably, but he rolled to his right, and TP went with him, and he threw it down low, diving catch, great play. And also Ibuka, same thing, but that was more in the pocket. Baker came off his first receiver, maybe even second. Ibuka flashes across the back, and he makes a cut at the back of the end zone because we're sitting. I'm like literally like 5 yards away, and Ibuka. I'm watching the whole thing unfold, and then you see him flash, and he puts up his arm, and it was very demonstrative when he did it.
Right.
And it's because there's a lot of stuff going on. It's clogged over the middle, so he puts up his arms and he breaks away, and he gets like 4 yards separation, and Baker throws one over the linebacker's head. It's kind of in his view because he had to throw it over the linebacker. And Ibuka goes up, and if I could say, I mean, that ball was like 2 yards past him, and I don't know how the hell he caught the ball. He didn't catch it out front. He caught it behind him. I was like, how the hell did he just catch that ball? Because there was some sauce on it. Baker had to throw it on the line, but high, like at least 10 feet high. And he went up and just snatched that thing. Yeah, Ibuka, let me tell you what. That dude can play. Very, very impressed. He had another good day. One of my favorite moments of camp. I already put it up on my Twitter. So they're doing a little red zone, no defense, but Baker throws this beautiful ball to the back part of the end zone, right in the corner by the pylon where it's got to be up high for Mike to get it. He toe taps. Now he's coming towards the sideline where all the fans are. And he comes like right by me. Like he actually ran into me a little bit. And these kids were over there, and he goes over and he daps them all up. And the kids were just like, Mike Evans just touched me. Mike Evans touched me. They were going bananas. I'm like, man, that's what it's all about. That's what, and the fans just had a blast out there today. I can't recommend it highly enough. They had a nice covered area there. They're giving out free popsicles and water.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's and it's real football. You're watching real football. And they're right there. Like, 'cause you're not, 40, 50 yards away with even good seats at a stadium. You're 10 yards away. He's dapping you up. Come on. Then people are like, oh, sign this. Like, while they're practicing. I'm like, they're not coming over to sign autographs while you might get a dap. Right. That's cool.
Yeah.
You're not getting, that's not happening. So
meanwhile, in Dallas or in Oxnard, California, in the Cowboys' second practice of the year, they got into a team-wide fight.
Did they?
Oh, yeah, it was ugly. I'm like,
what
dude,
the F?
It's day freaking 2. Just give it a rest.
Great camaraderie on that team.
Right in front of the fans, like right on the sideline, right in front of the fence. Like, it was ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
good things
interesting
with the
to say the least.
Way to go, Jerry. Just handling things well.
So, okay, so a couple are going to go through my notes here. So that was a really cool part of it. Chris Braswell, 2 sacks today.
Man, we need to see more of that, don't we?
How about that? Didn't Jason Light, Todd Bolton, and all OTAs off season, we think Chris Braswell is going to have a big year. And Braswell even said he couldn't really play last year because his head was swimming, and that happens. So that was good to see. Bryce Hall Man, he dropped that pick six. But he had a pick six the other day. Let's not forget, Bryce Hall was a starting corner for the Jets when we picked him up last year. They had two, Sauce Gardner, and I forget who the other guy is. But the Jets had two really good corners. He was the third corner. So, and he broke his leg early last year, horrific, but he's back and he's making plays. So don't forget about Bryce Hall. I do voice to text when I'm doing all my comments.
Right.
And Trask always comes out as trash. So
no, it's kind of appropriate.
yeah, kind of. It's like trash sacked by Braswell, trash, bad throw, trash in the flat to Tucker for 25 or more. I mean, I'd say Kyle had a good day today. I like the way he's throwing the ball. And, I would say last year in most of the drills, if he's throwing an out, a 5-yard out, to a wide receiver or something, it kind of lollipop. He's not doing that anymore. He's letting it rip. His arm looks more live, looks better. It definitely looks better this year. Good. Hassan Reddick showed up again a couple times today. He shows up in the run game early in practice. Like as soon as they start trying to run, he's in the backfield. Now I think Charlie Heck's blocking him, or no, actually he's going up against Gedeke. Yeah, he's going up against Gedeke. And Gedeke's got his hands full right now. Now, no pads. Yeah. So Gedeke will have the advantage when he can get pads on and maul him a little bit. But Reddick is showing up. He is showing up. Rashad White is, he looks so much leaner. He looks so much faster. And every single time they go 11 on 11, they throw that little running back screen to him out in the flat. And it works every single time. It's a gimme for 5-6 yards. So keep an eye on that. Rashad White's he's gonna be, again, I see him having 12 to 18 touches a game. He ain't going anywhere. We love Bucky, and there was Bucky chance going on out there, but Rashad White ain't going anywhere, and that's good. What else we got? Yeah, there was a lot of blitzing coming from the outside. They blitzed Baker one time, and he let one go to Devin Culp on a deep corner. Devin Culp, 82, tight end out of Washington, 7th-round pick last year. Got late in the season, started getting some run, made some big catches on third down. This kid's good. He's really good. He's a very, very good pass catcher. And Baker let this corner rip between the safety, the safety in the corner and that little honey hole against the cover 2 to the outside. And Culp kind of ran a post corner. And he went up to catch that ball between two of them. It was just a perfectly thrown ball, a great catch. There's no defense for that. Devin Culp can play in this league. There's no question about that. Bowles talked about him today. So that's your 4th-string tight end. So I know you're not high on the tight ends, bro, but
I'm not, but they could be worse.
They're better than you think.
I hope so. It's not that I'm hating. I just don't have a lot of faith.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were doing 2-minute and kind of running the ball a lot to Bucky, like early. And that's the thing. If they're in 2-minute and they started with like 1:40 on the clock. So 2-minute, they handed the ball off to Bucky 3 times. And I'm not giving away any strategy here, except the point is, Bucky's that good. Like there's, if you got some time in 2-minute and they're in dime and they're all spread out, give the ball to Bucky. I mean, give the ball to Bucky. It's better than a pass play, right? I mean,
it's safer,
it's safer, but it's a big play capability.
Yeah.
Instead of throwing, normally in those situations, you're going to like take 5, take 7, take 5. You're going to work your way down the field, just short passes. Well, you don't have to do that with Bucky because he could just rip one off for 35, put you right in field goal range against the dime, right? If you're light in the box, give it to Bucky in that 2-minute. Love that whole idea. And he's just so freaking quick to the hole, crazy. What else did we see? Cam Johnson had a couple opportunities to make some big plays. And you know who broke up the passes? Benjamin Morrison, 2nd-round pick, talked to the media today. Very confident young man. me tell you about Benjamin Morrison. He can freaking play some man-to-man defense. He went up against Mike Evans a couple times, and every time I see them line up, he lines up in press man. Almost every time, you ain't getting separation from this cat. Ben Morrison can freaking play. This team is now loaded at the corners, and I mean loaded. I love him, and Bryce Hall coming back. Yeah, 21 can play, and I think he's going to force himself on the field.
Do you know who I see? If you want an NFL comp right now for a young guy, and I hope I'm not overstating this, but I've seen, all the film that I've seen from him in practice. Of course, it's training camp right now. I get it, but a little bit of him at Notre Dame last year before he got hurt is Sauce Gardner.
Yeah,
I think I see a lot of the man.
Yeah, they're similar size. Gardner, yeah. Says Ben's a legit 6'1", 195, 200.
Yeah,
like he's legit. And
he'd have been a first rounder had it not been for those injuries.
Absolutely,
for that hip surgery.
Yeah. The dude started as a freshman at Notre Dame.
Yeah,
nobody
does that.
Yeah, you don't just walk on the field as a freshman and start at corner.
Yeah,
like they recruit 5-star corners at Notre Dame, and this guy just came in and said it's mine, and had 9 interceptions in 2 seasons. I mean that kid can play. I'm very excited about him. Tez had a couple plays today. Tez Johnson. I love this one. They were in red zone, little hitch pass to him. First guy, linebacker came up, tried to tackle him. They're just tagging out. But he didn't get close enough. Tez put a couple moves on, made 2 guys miss. The third guy met him at the goal line, probably would have tackled him. But that was a little bit of, just a little inside hitch, 4 yards, turn around, hit him quick, let him run. First guy ain't going to take him down. So Tez has got some wiggle, as they say.
And I mean, the knock on him has always been his size, right? He's like 5'10", 155 or something. So you need to see some stuff like him shaking and baking like that on the field to avoid those hits.
Yeah, yeah. Shiloh Sanders, by the way, is a fan favorite. Everybody was yelling for Shiloh.
Good.
He's got to come in, really made a great impression amongst his teammates. Very humble, as our listener out there, Steve, said, signed for 30 minutes out there after practice. So he's got a lot of love. Now, he got beat on a corner route for a touchdown. Payne Durham, I think it was Payne Durham that got him. Really good throw right over the top. So he kind of got beat on that. And there was a deep ball to Ryan Miller. I think that was yesterday. When Shiloh was on the field. So I don't know how good he's playing. I can't get a real good feel for that, but he certainly is super popular. That's for sure. And he's been a great teammate and really come in and really made a great impression on the entire team.
And he's a guy you're going to root for, right? Like an undrafted free agent,
absolutely.
With a big name and kind of living in the shadow of his brother, over the past couple of years in college when he transferred from South Carolina to Colorado to play for his dad. And, you kind of root for a guy like that who's trying to escape the shadow and maybe escape his last name a little bit, I feel,
Yeah, absolutely. So those are the kind of the impressions from camp today. Bolstead said they're definitely going to sign a veteran tackle. They had another one in today, but they didn't really name names. But so it's a good day. And Baker talked today. Was very, really, really good. And I asked him a question about see if we have it here. I don't know if you uploaded that one yet.
I had 4 is all I saw on your Twitter feed.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I didn't put that one up just yet. But anyway, let's just hear from Baker. I believe this is him talking about the new OC, Josh Griswold.
Yeah, I think just what Grizz did last year in our pass game. How are we moving Mike around to get him to where he's not double teamed every time? And that, obviously with the weapons we have now, you can't exactly do that anyway. But just the motions, moving guys around. That's Grizz's forte. So there's some changes in terminology, but nothing major overhaul. So now nothing carries over into the next year. We know what we could be good at, so we're still trying to improve on it. But training camp, you're still trying to figure out what type of team you're going to be.
Yeah, so that question was about Grizz and how things are similar and how they're different. And from everybody we've talked to so far, it's very minimal. It's very minimal. And that's why they hired him. Number one, consistency. And number two, he's a really smart dude. I mean, every time somebody talks about Josh Grizzard, they always just say how smart he is. Those people, you're just around them and they talk to you and they have this command of the language and the subject matter that they're speaking of. And just like, God, that dude's really freaking smart.
Sometimes I make you feel stupid for talking to him.
Yeah. Like, not like you're talking to me or Tim.
Yeah.
The complete opposite of that, actually. So it's so funny. Nobody can talk about Josh without saying how smart he is, which I think is interesting.
That's funny.
All right, here's Baker talking about his new left tackle. There's a new man in his life. His old favorite, Tristan, is limping around on crutches. Oh, God, I hate seeing that. But here's his thoughts on Charlie Heck, his new tackle.
Yeah, I think when you think about it that way, there is a silver lining in it. They're getting reps together as that
Charlie having time to ramp up.
They're getting reps together communication wise, and that unit, the more they get chemistry, the more they get going together, the better it's going to be. So yeah, it is good that they're getting reps. Circumstantially, not the best reason why, but it's great that from day one in training camp we're doing it.
And he also talked a little bit about sorry, I'm clicking right now. I can't do two things at one time. He talked about just Charlie as an athlete, said, he's picked up the system really quickly, looks really good out there. Now he's having a little trouble with Hassan Reddick. I'm thinking of Gedeke. Gedeke's on Reddick. Braswell, some of the other guys, but I don't know how good he's going to be, and we won't know until he gets on the field. But to me, it's just all up to the coaches to figure out what he can do.
And like you said earlier, there's no pads yet. Offensive linemen are at a disadvantage right now.
Huge. In
training camp with no pads. Okay. And they can't really hit. So again, man, let's not overreact on day 2 of training camp about Charlie Heck. Maybe he can't cover Chris Braswell. Okay. Let's just give it some time here.
Here's Baker talking about Emeka Abuka. He loved this kid. Love him. Emeka.
Extremely well. I mean, like a day like today where Mike's not practicing, you can put Emeka anywhere. So it really is, it's the truth. So it's fun to be able to have a guy like that that's that intelligent, that doesn't act like a rookie, his head's not spinning, that he's able to do it and handle it the right way. And it raises the standard for everybody else. When you have a rookie coming in, learning the offense for the first time, it pushes everybody else around him. So it's great to have somebody like that.
Wait a minute, JP. Are we breaking news right here? Mike Evans did not practice today. Is his hamstring okay?
No, he's fine. He practiced individually, but did not do team stuff.
I know. I'm playing overreaction fan is what I'm doing.
What? Did he not practice today? Oh, my God. No, he practiced today and did the individual work. But, and Ben Morrison talked a little bit about that going up against Mike every day and, how it's going to make him better, obviously. Right. It's just very impressed with Ben. And Ben, really good in his interviews, as you might think, from a Notre Dame young man. So very impressive. Here's Todd Bowles talking about Josh Grizzard calling plays in practice in the call-up periods and his thoughts on how Josh is doing. The new OC. And what he's asking Josh.
In the conversations, understanding how he likes to call a game, what we have, but also understanding situational football. And we meet about those type of things. Grizz is very bright. He has a plan on his own. He wants to understand every situation of the ball game. And, you get these out the way with the call-up periods, what he can and can't do. And we continue to talk ball and what he sees and what he might see in the red zone in the field. And when he gets too much pressure from one way or the other, and he has a plan based off all that. But again, he's a very bright guy. He understands it very well, and the conversations we do have all been great.
There's Todd Bowles. Trying to think of some of the other things Bowles said. We'll get some more sound to you here after the break. But yeah, I think the thing is about Josh is we're not going to know until the season gets here. How he sequences plays, how effective the offense is going to be. I mean, obviously he's got a challenge now with coaching around Tristan Wirf's injury, but we'll see. And as you can tell, he's a bright guy.
And I'm going to be real interested. We talked about this very early on in the offseason, way before we got close to training camp. I think we talked about it with Scott. I'm anxious to see how involved Todd Bowles is in tutoring Josh Grizzard, who's never been an OC. He's never called plays before. To my knowledge, Todd Bowles has never called offensive plays as a head coach either. He's always held that to the OC, even when he was in New York. So, it's not like he's got all the experience either doing it. So I'm kind of curious.
Defensive plays.
Well, I know. But I mean, as a head coach, he's always left that to the OCs,
right?
To call the plays. But, I'm curious, as the head coach with a brand new offensive coordinator who has never called plays before, how involved is he going to be in helping with the game plan and helping Grizzard come along with some of these things that are brand new to him, right? The flow of the game and things like that. Like, he's got to be able to help him with some of that as the head coach. That's part of his duties.
Yeah.
Whether he's offensive or defensive or whatever.
Yeah. And Bowles talked about that at OTAs is, he's trying to, and kind of mentioned it there, he's trying to impart what defense coordinators are thinking. So in playing that chess game, he's helping Josh say, okay, this is what I'm going to be thinking in this situation. So call the play accordingly. And that's cool.
Right.
And that's a great resource to have as a new play caller, to kind of get into the minds of one of the best defensive coordinators in the game. Because, if Todd's thinking that, most of these other guys are as well. So that's a really, really good resource to have. And Josh is going to lean on that.
Sure, absolutely.
Rick asked, does Grizzard seem overwhelmed? Well, we haven't really talked to him yet, but I'll say this. Baker mentioned this again today. He said, Josh has a plan for everything. He kind of said it in a joking way. So you kind of feel like Josh is one of those guys where you have a question. He's like, oh, yeah, I ran the data on that 7,000 times. Like, he's always got the answer. And this is the confidence these guys have in him. You sense it when they talk about it. But again, it's all meaningless until we see what he does when he gets in the fire. But if you're asking the question, that's what I can tell you.
Yeah.
Nathan says Shiloh was won over the fans with his social media and public presence. If he looks like burnt toaster like Ryan Neal, the fans will turn on him. Yeah, that's the thing. We're still in the off season. You got to play. Yeah, no matter how how good you are, you start getting toasted, the fans will turn on you.
True story.
All right, we have a complaint being lodged, Tim, against me.
Was it filed in the proper channels, like with a handwritten note?
He just came right to me.
All right.
Trolling me here. More right rudder says my buddy filming 7-on-7 today at camp, and JP walked right in front of his video.
Spatial awareness, JP.
Okay, knuckle nuts. Let me just tell you. We walk, we walk in this little area in front of the fence where we keep the riffraff fans behind the fence. So we get to get on the other side of the fence, and then there's a little white line. There's about a 3-yard area that we get to stand. And so when I get to my appointed spot, I sit down, I squat down, even though I'm injured at the moment. I still do that for you people. And I get out of people's way. But while I'm walking, if it just so happens that you're taking a video at that particular time while we're walking to get into place, my apologies. Sorry, not sorry. Just trying to do my job. So if we screwed up your little video, sorry, not sorry.
JP, find JP again, more right rudder, and he'll autograph the videotape.
There you go. Your videotape. I forgot about this. Malcolm Jamal Warner was the third.
Oh, that was I don't know. Does he count?
Yeah. Theo from the Cosby. Yeah. I mean, he's not in Hulk or Ozzy's league, but he's still, maybe a tier below.
Although I kept hearing when that broke the other day or yesterday, I guess, whenever it was, is the poor girl on Fox News apparently had no clue who he was as she's trying to describe his career, because she kept saying he was on the Bill Cosby Show. It was not called the Bill Cosby Show. It was called the Cosby Show.
Right.
She clearly had no idea who Malcolm Jamal Warner was.
Yeah.
Because she's 12 years old.
More right rudder says big year for Trey Palmer. I think he can perform at a high level. They they liked him that much, they wouldn't have drafted Jalen McMillan and Abuka.
I think he's on the trade block, to be honest with you.
I do too.
They're going to try to get a 6th or 7th round pick for him before they.
I believe you are correct. Anything else we need to get to? No, but get those super chats in. Go right to the front of the line.
That's right.
John Rohrboss says, JP, if this year has taught us nothing, it's that never take dating advice from Wander Franco and don't take every Brody Brazil video as gospel. You nailed it there, John.
Don't take dating advice from me. I gave a lot of dating advice on the golf show yesterday on the 3M preview. So,
did you really?
We always get into dating.
That's where
advice.
everybody goes for dating advice. From the Rough podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, it's become a staple of every show now because Johnny seems to break into.
Oh, well, then we'll have to carve out some time for you to do it on this incredibly crappy.
I gave tips about how to hide girls' names in your phone. That's what we need. How to hide girls' names in your phone.
Well, I have no need for that. So,
well, you don't now, but the time could come.
Shut up. I'm done with that.
At some point,
I found the one. I'm good. The Jets' Justin Fields getting injured in practice could be a big deal for the Bucs. You are correct, Mario. You are correct. We faced them in the home opener, and Justin Fields' new name is Justin carted off the fields.
Dislocated toe, JP.
Dislocated toe.
Yep.
Sounds like a 4 to 6 weeker, so he could be back.
He might be back.
With the Jets, though, I don't know if I want to play him with Justin or without him.
That's week 3, so September 21st at Ray J.
2 months away.
He's got plenty of time to come back.
Dislocated toe, though, that could be weird. I mean, like dislocated ankle.
Well, if Justin Fields cannot play in week 3 against the Bucs, do you know who will be under center unless they go get somebody else?
Who's that?
Tyrod Taylor.
I was wondering who the backup is.
That would be Tyrod Taylor.
Mike H just gave us a super chat. Can I?
All right.
It's not coming up though. There it is.
Oh yeah, we got it.
He said you need the air horn party sound effect for super chats. No, I hate that thing.
I'll find it, Mike.
That sound.
I'll find it, Mike.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Peter uses that.
Yeah, your buddy Peter uses that all the time.
I know. We can have a sound effect, just not that one.
I'll find one.
Just not that one, please.
What if we just did every time somebody did a super chat, we went,
Shefty.
Thank you. Why?
Shefty.
No, thank you. But Mike, thank you for the super chat, brother. Appreciate it. You just bought us lunch. Or some lunch. Starving. All right. I don't know how to get rid of super chat now. There it goes. Thank you, though, Mike. Appreciate that. Don't forget, super chat us. Man, we're rolling in the dough today. That's $15.
Free lunch.
I don't know, that's almost lunch. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, more Baker Mayfield coming your way. More Todd Bowles. We have a little Ben Morrison for you as well. So stay with us. We're brought to you by the great folks at Italiano Insurance, 813-877-7799. Great folks over there. If you're in need of flood insurance, which you got to have, trust me on that. If you're needing homeowners insurance, and make sure that you get with a company that is going to pay out. They will not put you with companies that don't pay out, but they're out there. So all those great things they do at Italiano Insurance, 813-877-7799. Let them do all the work. You save all the money. Always a free call with great customer service. They speak great English. You'll be able to understand everything they say. And that's unique these days for customer service. So call them, ItalianoInsurance.com. Back at 3. Hey, JP here for my concierge medical professional, Chris Lugo, PA. You've heard him on the show for a couple of years where he shares invaluable medical, nutritional, and supplement advice. With Chris, it's like having a medical provider as your best friend. What I love about this concierge service is the convenience and support he offers. I can text or call him 24/7 with any questions or concerns, and he'll promptly call in a prescription if needed. No office visits or copays required. It gives me peace of mind knowing I have someone genuinely invested in my health, not just focused on insurance profits. And the best part, the Bay Area Modern Medical Center's personal concierge service is more affordable than you might think. Don't let insurance companies dictate your health care. Take control of your health and wellness today. Visit BAMMC.com for more information and to schedule your initial free consultation. Empower yourself and take charge of your personal health with BAMMC.com. Hey, JP here for the Gold and Diamond Source. And you know I'm always trying to find ways to save you money or make you money. Well, here's a great idea from Julie and Steve Weintraub at the Gold and Diamond Source. Gold is at an all-time high, so if you bring in your old jewelry, Steve and Julie will buy it off you and offer you the highest trade-in values of the year. It's the perfect time to upgrade what you're not wearing into something you'll never want to take off. So take advantage of that right now. The custom engagement rings to birthstones, tennis bracelets, diamond studs, whatever's on your wish list, the Gold and Diamond Source can make it happen. And did you know they also have the largest selection of any men's jewelry in the area? A great new section there. Check that out. They have free services like free settings, free cleanings, free appraisals, all that stuff right there at the Gold and Diamond Source. Family owned and trusted for over 40 years. Great folks over there. We love promoting these great local companies. None better than the Gold and Diamond Source. 3800 Ulmerton Road, always online at thegoldendiamondsource.com. JP here for the Jeeves Law Group and my man Scott Jeeves. If you're going to hire an attorney, do you want some guy looking for a quick settlement and a quick buck, or do you want an attorney with some chops? Scott is a board-certified civil trial lawyer and a certified circuit court mediator. Been practicing in the Tampa Bay area for over 30 years. He is a peer-reviewed AV preeminent-rated civil trial lawyer. They just don't hand out those classifications. He's been the lead class action counsel on many complex consumer protection cases and has handled hundreds of serious personal injury cases. He's dedicated his career to protecting injured victims and is committed to vigorously representing you. We're local, we're trusted, and we get results. Personal injury and personal attention. Call for a free case evaluation. That's 888-9-JEEVES. That's 888-9-JEEVES. The Jeeves Law Group. Summer is coming. Do not get caught with your unit unprepared. Your AC unit, of course. The awesome folks at Third Generation Plumbing and AC have a special going on right now. You get a free 1-year maintenance package with any purchase of a new unit. They have special 60-month financing as well, so you don't need a huge chunk up front. Third Generation has an impeccable reputation built over 30 years of doing business. They do plumbing, AC, mechanical work, anything you need around the house. They are trusted folks. Go to the website and read the 5-star reviews. Deidre said, great company that always arrives timely. We have used them for our AC both in home and business and have been very happy. The staff is knowledgeable and professional. I would recommend Third Generation again and again. So give Third Generation a call at 813-961-8024 or go to thirdgenerationplumbing.com.
Ciao, Paolo Tini here, owner of Caffè Paradiso, voted number 3 People's Choice Award on Open Table. I want to thank all our loyal family of customers that have been enjoying our great traditional Italian dishes we make from scratch every day. It's a great family story we're proud of. Our family moved from Rimini, Italy in 1984. My dad, Caesar, started Donatello, and that's where I got the start in the restaurant business. I started Caffè Paradiso on South McDill in 1995, and we've been there ever since. From our traditional ossobuco, a veal slow roast for 4 hours, to our daily fresh catch, the Gruppo Paradiso, with a piccata sauce and lobster claw meat, homemade pasta like lasagna, farfalle salchicha, which is a bow tie pasta homemade with fresh sausage. Hold on a minute, JP's favorite.
I love it.
So come and have a glass of wine with me on South McDill. Get a reservation on Open Table and see all our 5-star reviews. Ciao, see you soon at Paradiso.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
All right, welcome back to the JP Peterson Show, brought to you by the Gold and Diamond Source. Gold is at an all-time high, so why not sell that old gold that you don't use anymore? The ones that are sitting in your jewelry box, that old Guido necklace that you had with the Italian horn, the doubloons you got from your treasure dive, all that stuff. What is that? That's so amazing.
It's your air horn.
I'd rather do the cow.
Didn't-
I'd rather do the cow for the super chat. That's even better.
What about that?
That's okay.
Ric Flair, or we'll just do the.
I just can't. Yeah, that's Ric Flair now. I just can't. I can't not think about it. Golden Diamond Source, though. I was telling you all about them, that they will pay you top dollar for all your old gold jewelry. So bring it in right now. Get something awesome that you will never want to take off. Yes, that nose ring, that's a good one.
Oh,
the
keep
belly
those
ring.
in. Those are sexy as hell.
Yeah, all that good stuff. The Golden Diamond Source. Head on over there, 3800 Alberton Road. Always online at goldendiamond.com. Woo! Yeah, so we'll get another super chat. You can use all that stuff. By the way, Tim, this FYI, while I'm talking and speaking about stupid things, I did put up a couple more Bakers if you want to put and a Lamont David if you want to add those to the show as we produce on the fly here.
I'm going
with some of our great commenters here. So yeah, giving you all our stuff on Bucs today. We'll do a few more interview snippets coming your way, and I'm going to do all these comments as well because I love you guys. Let's go back. Merritt Christian says, I'm going to play devil's advocate and just credit the White Sox bats and the runs scored the last 6 games coming out of the break. You know, Mario, they were the worst team in baseball, but they did sweep the Pirates, and then they came here and took 2 of 3 from us, and they're scoring runs at a very alarming pace if you're those 2 teams. I'm not giving it. The White Sox are who they are. They're not a good baseball team. Now, the Pirates aren't a great team either, but the Rays are just not playing good baseball. You know, last night, Caballero had a chance infield in to make a play. He rushed the throw, and I believe that gave up the go-ahead run. So Chandler Simpson had a diving ball, he had a diving catch, couldn't make it. That's not an error, obviously, but they're playing a little bit, not as tight defense as they did. But again, to me, it's just the mind-numbing pitching changes that Kevin Cash is doing. And like last night with Kevin Kelly and some other, the fact that they keep playing Morel. Like, why is Morel still here? Why is Morel still here?
Does he have pictures of Kevin Cash naked or something?
I don't know. A quick note to the intern. You could do that outside. Danny's getting us more sound, so I don't want to bleed through the mic here. So go post some of those outside. It would show a shot. There's Danny. There's Danny. Say hello to the folks. I tried to put the other one. Okay, it didn't work. That's okay. So thanks to Danny's doing great work. 2126. There you go. So yeah, it's mind numbing what exactly there he is. Say hello to the folks there. There's Danny. Yeah, he's doing a great job, Danny.
Right, that's too much. That was too much. We don't need
Danny. All right, you can remove it now.
JP said that's enough.
Should I give the exciting announcement to the folks about what we're doing today?
Or do you want to wait and surprise everybody with just on camera?
No, let's do it.
Let's do it now. Yeah.
So we are moving studios today. So hopefully we will have a show tomorrow if JP learns how to plug everything in correctly. People are like, oh, Friday off.
No show on Friday.
No show tomorrow. So yes, we are moving into a new facility called Kingmakers. It is a private club in it's like a private man cave. Like, it is so freaking cool. So we're gonna have a man cave like Dan Patrick and Pat McAfee without making all the money. But we the folks at Kingmakers, great folks over there, part of the Murphy Auto Group, who are now launching Genesis Tampa. If you've not driven a Genesis, by the way, absolutely fabulous car. Absolutely. So we'll be representing them. So we have a new sponsor, Tampa Genesis, and they will be coming online soon. And we're moving into Kingmakers, which is affiliated with them. This is like this incredible place. It's got a bar in there, a great place to watch all the games, multi screens. We got a golf simulator right next to the studio. How about that, bro? Golf simulator right next to the studio. So I'll be like in breaks, I'll be working on my 7-irons and my drivers. So yeah, we'll give you a walk through the whole place tomorrow. It's going to be really cool. And we're going to have some events there for you folks, for the Petermans. So when we get all settled in, we're going to have an event there for the Petermans. You can come check it out. and I'll buy you a couple beers. Yeah, it'll be fun. So very much looking forward to it. We're going to do that at Rivers too. So
Yep.
we got lots coming up this year as we expand. Things are going good, and thanks to all of our great advertisers. We've never been bigger, we've never been better, never been uglier, but we're having a great time doing it. Thanks to all you guys. This is happening. So, and we want to share it with you. So thank you guys so much. So keep them super chats coming.
Keep them coming.
And Venmo us whenever you like, whenever you feel like it. Throw us a bone.
Don't show us your bone, but throw us a bone. Just to clarify.
Thomas says Morgan has a ton of empty office space in Orlando, means absolutely nothing but advertising. Yeah, talking about the Dreamers having their new headquarters. Yeah, shouldn't you need to get a team before you get a headquarters? I don't
know.
Yeah.
Maybe they are counting on the UFL team. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, we got swept by the White Sox last year, as Mario Christian tells us. The White Sox have had the raised numbers. Yeah, we're 3-6 against them. Two of the worst seasons in baseball history the White Sox have put together last year and this year, and we're 3-6 against them. That's a thing. That's another thing that Cash has to take responsibility for. Why are we playing down to the competition? 2 last place teams come in here, one of our rare homestands, and we go 3-3. That's unacceptable for this team. He's got to get him. He's got to have them ready to play. That's part on the. Again, I'm a huge Kevin Cash fan, but I am not. He is not having a good year, in my opinion. He's not having a good year. I'm not talking about firing Kevin Cash, but he's got to be better. It's got to be better. Rick says, "Hey JP, while at training camp, did you see T-Crash trying to wash the Glazers' car? He needs a new host, that leech." Wow, that was nasty, Rick. I did see him there though. Yeah.
Did you guys exchange pleasantries?
No, I'm out watching the game. I'm watching. You have to walk out to see what's really going on. If you want to sit inside in the shade where the media area is, you're blocked out by all the guys on the sideline.
Right.
So if you really want to cover it, you got to go out from underneath the shade like a man and go out there and watch it. Or you can sit inside.
So it's safe to say you did not exchange pleasantries.
No.
Because you were outside working.
That's right. I was working. He started this, by the way, not me.
I know.
Christopher Cole said, "Hit the like button, everyone." Yeah, hit that like button. Why not? Doesn't take much time. That was a great comment. What else we got here? Desmond Watson was not a draft pick. The Bucs signed him after the draft. That's right. He's an undrafted free agent, and he's got a weight problem. And they're not going to let him practice until he gets down to his playing weight. And if he doesn't get down there fast enough, he will not be around. Again, don't be counting on Desmond Watson. No. If he ever makes anything or ever makes the team, it'll be a complete bonus, but do not hold your breath. Nice young man, but just hasn't been able to control his weight.
And it's a fun story to cover, during the offseason and training camp, but he won't make the team.
Yep. All right. What else do we have here? Douglas Batista says, maybe I'm being optimistic on readiness, but with Wirfs and Godwin on the PUP list, do they need to wait 4 games? Looked online, but got conflicting info that I didn't completely understand. The PUP Abalista is now 3 games, I believe. 3 games.
I thought it was still 4.
No, I think Greg Allman put something up. I don't want to blame him if that's wrong, but he's usually spot on. He don't make mistakes. I think it's 3 games now. So, listen, I'm not going to worry about it because none of it is decided yet, and it has to all do with how they heal, and nobody knows how fast they're going to heal. So let's not worry about it. They'll be back when they be back. I think we can all say that it's not going to be season ending. It won't affect either one of them for the majority of the year. So like I said yesterday, having this team healthy and playing well at Thanksgiving is more important than the beginning of the season. Yes, every game counts towards your record, but you want to be playing well at the end.
ESPN, as of 2 days ago, wrote, if if players are placed on the reserve PUP list during the preseason or final cutdown period, they'll be required to miss the first 4 weeks of the regular season.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, and if you go on the IR at any point, you're required to miss 4 games. That's at any point throughout the season. So, I mean, yeah, unless they've changed it in the last 2 days or ESPN was misreporting it, which both things are entirely possible. It's still 4.
Okay. Well, there we go. I don't think either one of them are going to miss 4 games.
Yeah, maybe not.
I don't think either one is, but we'll see. But even if they do, Emeka Abuka is ready to go. And Charlie Heck seemed pretty confident as heck today when he talked to the media. Very confident. Man of very few words. But that's what you like with offensive linemen.
I love that in my offensive lineman.
Rick asked this question. Can Tim trade in his nipple ring to the Golden Diamond Source? Hopefully he keeps the connecting scrotum chain.
So my connecting scrotum chain goes to my ear, Rick, not my nipple, because my nipples are very tiny and very sensitive.
If I could cut off your mic, I would right now.
I don't like things touching my nipples.
All right. That's enough. That's enough. I put it up. I asked for it. But Bucs Basement said, I'm over the Rays at this point. Just get us to football season. Can't beat the worst team in the league. They're 3-8 this year before a day off. The owner is going to sell at the deadline. I just know it. Well, he should at this point. If it's buy, sell, or stand pat, I'm still on stand pat. I think if they get everybody healthy, they can make a move, but there's no sense in trading away prospects to try and make something out of this season.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. So it's either stand pat or sell. And I'm leaning towards stand pat. Now, of course, I'm open to anything. You knock me socks off with an offer.
Good day, mate.
Then I'll listen. But otherwise, me. Mike Gates said, did anyone notice Michael Johns, number 9, is no longer at first base coach spot? It's now Thomas Francisco. Yeah, Brady Williams has been, I guess he's out sick or something going on with him at third base. So they had to switch it up a little bit. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Daniel Rivera says, I've been there a few times, and I can tell you they have great people there. I know one of the people there personally, Malik Rozier. What are you talking about? Which place? Oh, Kingmakers.
Kingmakers?
Yeah. Yeah, great place. Dan says, I went to an event, the Kingmakers, last year before the USF game versus Miami. Yeah, it's right there, 10 minutes away from Raymond James, or 5 minutes. Rick says, show us a bone. I said, throw you a bone. I'd show you a bone. Damn, JP, you'll do anything for $10.
I mean, the price is right.
$10 is $10.
Yeah.
Rodney Linares is getting talk for a manager job next season. He's invaluable to the staff, Cash says of Linares. Yeah. Right now, nobody's doing a good job for the Rays. Nobody's doing a good job at anything. And I'm, and this is a team that started poorly, turned around and went 24-9, and then has kind of regressed to the mean.
Uh-huh.
So can they turn it around again? Yeah, they did when they were healthy, and the bullpen was lights out. They were good, and that's Montgomery was pitching well. Orsi was pitching well. Now half those guys are at Durham. Brandon Lau's injured. Hassan Kim is injured. I mean, this is not the same team, but it can be. I mean, if I'm being optimistic, get Orsi back, Montgomery back. Baker, I think, is going to be fine in the bullpen. Get B-Lau back, Hassan Kim back. Now you got a baseball. Shane McClanahan could come back. Now you got a baseball team. Now we're good to go. So stand pat, don't sell, see what happens. I mean, yeah, it is football season. It is football season. So whatever happens to the Rays happens to the Rays. I'm not that invested anymore because football season is here.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right. Let's take a break. We'll take a break. We'll come back on the other side, and we got a couple of more Baker Mayfield clips to get you, Levante David, and anything else you dudes want to bring to the table.
Why did we turn French all of a sudden?
I don't know. I'm all over the board, baby. all over the board.
Hey, man.
We are brought to you by Third Generation Plumbing, and they also do AC. ThirdGenerationPlumbing.com is the website to contact them there. If you have any issues with your air conditioner working overtime, if it's not cold enough, you just need a little service call ThirdGenerationPlumbing.com. Say, hey, JP told me about you guys. Said you're awesome. You got 5-star reviews. You have great service. Yes, they do. All that stuff. So give them a call. Tell them JP sent you. They can do anything mechanical around your house. They are awesome. Back in 3. Stay with us. JP here for Riveters, the official sports bar and grill of the JP Peterson Show. We're located just south of Ray J and Steinbrenner Field, so it's a great pre- and post-game spot, and the happy hour is amazing. Monday through Friday, 3 to 7. Check out these specials. $3 Bud Light drafts, $4 domestic bottles, $5 wells, $6 premium wells, $6 cocktails like margaritas. That's unheard of. And the Riveters food is freshly made daily. No freezers. Happy hour food specials include $3.50 tacos and barbecue sliders. $6 you get edamame or chips with the beer cheese, which is amazing. $8 buffalo chicken dip, my favorite. The truffle fries, chili cheese fries, also $8 at happy hour. As well as other specials throughout the week, including Taco Tuesdays, you get $3 tacos, and Wing Wednesdays, 7 o'clock to 1 a.m. in the morning, you get our amazing wings, 5 for $5 and $5 wells and wines. That's a good Wednesday night. So if you're tired of the preppy, overpriced, generic sports bars, come see the amazing, friendly bartenders and staff at Riveters, where customer service really matters. Riveters, just south of where the Rays and Bucs play. We'll see you there. Going through a medical emergency without health care insurance can cause you to go into crippling debt. In most scenarios, people are forced to either break into their retirement funds or worse, they're forced to file for bankruptcy. The sad truth is that health care insurance is crucial in today's day and age. Look, I get it. Many of you think you're never going to get sick and health insurance is really expensive. Well, we can help you out with that. Depending on your income, we can find great plans and huge discounts. God forbid you get cancer, a car accident. It could literally ruin you financially for life. So make the call and find out. Even though the open enrollment period is over, you may have some qualifying life events that can help you get covered right away. It can be very complicated, a very intimidating process, but we can help. Go to our website and check out all the 5-star reviews about our helpful agents. Go to don'tgouncovered.com or call 800-669-1505. That's 800-669-1505. Spring means a time of renewal and Rays baseball, and the folks at Italiano Insurance want to welcome the Rays to Tampa and remind you it's time to renew those insurance policies with the now famous Italiano Insurance Checkup. Let the experienced and friendly agents shop your policy for the best price and coverage. Famous for saving me over $1,000 on our auto insurance last year and over $500 on our homeowners. Now that's a grand slam. Might as well get a double play by adding flood insurance and business insurance to your portfolio. Costs less than you think, and trust me, you do not want to risk your home or personal wealth. That's a big whiff. So step up to the plate and call 813-877-7799 and chat with the all-star agents at Italiano Insurance. 813-877-7799 or go to ItalianoInsurance.com. Go Rays! JP here for my friend Jason Fawcett, owner of On-Site Construction. They do residential and commercial renovations and new construction. As a leading home builder and general contractor, On-Site Construction prides itself on transforming homes through superior craftsmanship, dedication to client vision, and an unmatched commitment to quality and service. It's about building relationships. We take the time to understand our clients' needs, preferences, and budgets so that we can deliver a personalized experience tailored to their unique vision. From the initial designs to the final touches, we're there every step of the way, ensuring that the end result mirrors your vision. Here are some testimonials from happy customers. G. Gibson says, no hidden costs, very honest, reliable, creative, and communicates well. Reasonable and fair with their pricing, no hidden costs. C. Smith said, did not disappoint. I'm very happy with the work. This company really cares and will take care of it. So if you're just thinking about building or renovating, give us a call and let's see what's possible. 813-579-5789 or check out our website at onsiteconstructionfl.com. Are you having legal issues with a business partner or other legal business issues? The attorneys at Walters, Levine, and DeGrave can help. Call 800-616-0384 for a free consultation. At Walters, Levine, and DeGrave, we've redefined what a law firm can be with top-tier attorneys, personal service, and 26 years of success. From business law to civil litigation, we deliver smart, client-focused solutions. Walters, Levine, and DeGrave recently won a $6.4 million jury verdict from a large real estate developer, and they can win for you too. Walters, Levine, and DeGrave. Let's solve it together. Not attorney spokesman. For a free consultation, call 800-616-0384 or go to walterslevine.com. Offices Tampa, Sarasota.
Let's go. Right now. Back to the show on FanStream Sports.
All right, welcome back to the JP Peterson Show, brought to you by Don'tGoUncovered.com. My good friend there, I use Don'tGoUncovered.com every single year to get my health insurance. If you don't have health insurance, you got to give them a call. Don'tGoUncovered.com is the name of the website. If you have health insurance and it's too much, which means everybody, call Don't Go Uncovered, tell them what you got, and see if they can get you something cheaper and better. It's kind of like the car insurance thing, except it's health insurance. Don'tGoUncovered.com can help you out. So call them, tell them JP sent you, and see if you can get your health insurance at a lower cost. All right, I want to welcome in good friend, longtime friend, former Tampa City Councilman, Joe Citro, also has been on the TSA board as well. What's up, Joe? How are you?
Thanks for having me back on.
Hold on. Let me get you. Say it again.
I said thanks for having me back on.
There you go. Yeah, there's your camera right over there. We got you on the big camera.
Yeah, but
there you go.
I got to do my social media.
Yeah,
thing,
get
you
your
know?
Got to do selfies, JP. Let him do his selfies.
Absolutely. How are you, partner?
I'm good.
We were chatting the other day about Ybor Harbor being the spot for the Rays Stadium, which is my favorite spot. I think it's the Zalupski group, Patrick Zalupski with Fred Ridley and Dan Doyle and some of his other partners. That is their preferred spot. What are your thoughts on Ybor Harbor, my friend?
Well, let's first look at who's running the ship, who's steering it. That's MLB.
Yes, they are.
And
correct, sir.
MLB makes a lot of their money through TV viewership.
That's true.
TV time.
Yeah.
And let's just look at the other cities. Portland is ranked number 22. Charlotte's ranked number 24. Nashville is 29.
These are market sizes.
That's right. And we're at 13. I say 12, but we're at 13.
We're actually 11.
What?
We were up to 11.
Why in the heck would MLB want to move out of the Bay Area?
Well, they're not moving. And I've been telling everybody that forever, but nobody listens to me. But now that it comes true,
they can't. Now,
they're not moving.
Let's
That's
just take Ybor Harbor. It's going to be a 3-hour commercial for the city of Tampa.
Yes.
Every baseball game. You're going to have the cruise ships. You're going to have the skyline. You're going to have Ybor City. You're going to have all sorts of shots of the city of Tampa. It's going to be a commercial for us every game.
It's iconic. It's an iconic location.
It is
what it is.
It is. There are people that are saying that, but there's no parking. There's no way. How are we going to get there? It's going to be traffic jam.
Let's talk about this because I am like, I don't know who this guy is at the Times, but yesterday or this week he wrote John Hill. I guess he's an op-ed writer or whatever. He wrote this most bizarre article about Ybor Harbor's a terrible place for it because there's no mass transportation in Tampa.
Look at we were just talking before we went on air. The two greatest ballparks, in my opinion, are Wrigley and the Red
Park.
Sox. Yeah, Fenway Park. Yeah. You have to take the blue line into Wrigley. There's no parking down there, but yet you've got an area around there that is accommodating to every fan that comes there.
Yeah, they built a whole village now there.
Wrigleyville. I mean, the same thing with Fenway. The thing I heard was, well, how are fans going to tailgate? Well,
that's all the bars and restaurants they're going to build around there.
You go have a beer and a burger somewhere, and then you go to the game.
Yeah, they're building an entertainment village. Right.
That is right. If you park at one of the 3 garages in Ybor, you got 2 Fernando Noriegas and 1 at 15th Street. The trolley is 2 blocks away. Streetcar. 2 blocks away. You walk to the streetcar. Streetcar is going to pass right by the stadium.
Right.
You've got Pam Iorio downtown. You got Fort Brooke downtown. Parking garages.
Well,
it's going to be easy.
This spot is, if I'm not mistaken, a quarter mile from Amalie Arena.
Yeah.
So if we can put 25,000 people in Amalie Arena and park them and have access and roads, then we could do the same
Same
at
darn thing.
Ybor Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, everybody wants their own parking space up front and an express lane to the park.
Yes,
but that's not how it works.
But ask the same person that may not like the idea of having to take the streetcar. When you go to Walmart or you go to Target, you park in the parking garage, you walk to the store, you walk around the store, you walk back to your car, and we're talking a mile and a half.
Yeah, people can walk. And many of you people need to walk, by the way.
I
You
didn't
need a
say
little bit
that.
more steps in your walk in there. Yeah. So listen, I look at that Ybor Harbor and I say it's downtown. Okay. And this is the thing about downtown stadiums as opposed to, say, the fairgrounds. And even to some degree, Raymond James. And football is a totally different deal. Baseball, which we're talking about here, is Monday through Thursday. Weekends do fine. That's not travel time, all that stuff, but it's Monday through Thursday. So you have to have a stadium in the urban core. This is what baseball likes. That's why they want 1.5 million people within a 30-minute drive or travel distance of the stadium. Now, Ybor Harbor, you talk about mass transit. Brightline will be coming into downtown Tampa. That's and I don't know when that's going to happen, but that's about 2 or 3 blocks from Ybor Harbor. You have the trolley or the streetcar that's can take you from Ybor City or downtown near Emily, and is going to be extended. Correct?
You got the crosstown. You got Leroy Summit. Excuse me.
Yeah.
You know, you've got Adamo Drive. You've got 21st, 22nd Street. Look at you draw a 25-mile radius around Tropicana, and half of it's water.
Right.
You draw a 25-mile radius around Ybor Harbor, and now you're picking up Lakeland. You're picking up Temple Terrace, picking up Wesley Chapel. You're picking up Sun City
Where
Center.
people live.
Where people live. Correct.
They're not fish, but people live.
And you've got a heck of a lot more people working downtown in Tampa.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's my point. See, now if Monday through Thursday people are working, they get off, they can take a scooter, they could take an e-bike, they could take an Uber, they could take a streetcar, they could take a water taxi, they could take a Cross Bay ferry, you can take a Brightline. I mean, how many more modes of transportation to get to a damn park do you need before you people stop complaining?
As you said, the people want to park right up front or at the front door and take 4 or 5 steps to get there. But then, needless to say, it's an ideal place for it.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about money, because you've been on city council. You've been on the TSA board. This group has said that they'll pay up to 60% of the stadium themselves. How do you see this getting done?
Well, Governor DeSantis says he's not going to put any tax dollars into it.
He will for infrastructure.
He will for infrastructure. Yes, sir.
So that takes some of the cost away.
And look at the 2 big projects that are happening down in Channelside and downtown. You've got Water Street and you've got Gasworks. Gasworks put in the infrastructure for the city of Tampa, and they did it on their own dime. And then they got reimbursed by the CRA 50%, which actually saved the city millions because they didn't have to use their own workers. The same with Vinnick and Water Street. They did all the infrastructure work, and then the city reimbursed them.
Let's explain what a CRA is.
Community Redevelopment Association. That's where a part of the ad valorem tax is taken and saved and spent directly into that district, helping the economy.
Okay, so
in that district.
Right now, what is there is a couple of grain silos in a shipyard. So I'm guessing there's not a whole lot of tax dollars coming out of that.
There's not a you're correct, but that's not a CRA.
But you can develop a CRA there.
You can, but it probably won't happen.
Okay. So how do we pay for this?
You can get the state to help out, make it an economic zone.
Yeah, economic zone.
Make it an economic zone, and use the monies that would be coming in through the state, through the feds.
Okay, so that's one way. That's one revenue stream.
Mm-hmm.
What about the CDD?
No. Hillsborough County is going to have to come up with some money.
Right.
I doubt that the city of Tampa will.
Yeah, tell me about that. Since you were on city council, you don't think the city can pitch in? They got too much on their plate?
They got too much on their plate right now.
So
got too many things bonded out.
So that's not going to be, even though the city will make revenue off this.
I'm making predictions. I can't tell you for sure. Yes. Look at the halo effect that this is going to be with bars, restaurants, and other type of retail. When that community is up and running and the stadium is up and running, that's going to provide so much employment
Right.
So the halo effect is going to come from that. You're going to have multitude of tax dollars coming in from that.
Right.
You can do special financing. You can use hotel fees. You can use airport fees. You can use rental-car fees.
That's
There's
the
so
tourist
many
tax.
different.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can so many other sources of income as opposed to just the tax dollars.
So bed tax, which has, if I'm not mistaken, doubled in Hillsborough County in the last few years, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that money could be used. Sits tax. There seems to be a little bit of iffy about whether you can use that for the stadium or not.
You know, I would tell you to have Santiago Corrada with Visit Tampa Bay on. He can tell you more. Right now, in between Ybor, and downtown, there is 14 hotels that have their own bed tax specifically designed for that area.
Yeah. So but what do you know about the SITS tax?
Very little.
Investment tax. Yeah. So there seems to be, I talked to Ken Hagan about this, and he said there's definitely you can use it for infrastructure for the stadium. But as far as building with the stadium, there seems to be a little bit of wiggle room there. But in the end, he basically said, in the end, if we have to use it, we'll use it. We'll use it. So, so is it your sense that there'll be enough public money to get this done?
Yes.
So if it's 1.5 billion for the stadium and they chip in 70
million.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we can get this done.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's all I care about. Just we get it done.
Well, you've got plenty enough time. Let's see if the Trop gets redone before opening day next season.
Probably won't.
If not, you still got Steinbrenner.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe they're contracted to use Steinbrenner for one more year if they have to start over there.
Here's
which I if I were them, I wouldn't leave Steinbrenner, but that's just me. I was there at the game last night. It's beautiful.
You saw Zaleski on TV during the All-Star game.
Yeah.
And even
there's a P in there, Joe.
Zalipsky, excuse me.
Yeah.
And I should know that from Southside Chicago.
That's right. You should.
You had MLB's
well, they're getting the team. They're getting the team.
They're getting the team.
That's
but
happening.
The emphasis of MLB was that if Steinbrenner needs to be played, if there's games that need to be played there, they will allow it to be played at Steinbrenner Field.
Yeah. So I don't know if they're going to be there for 3 years, but look, they're repairing the Trop, so it looks like they're going to be back there. Can we get this done by 2029?
I think so. I think opening day in Ybor City will be 2029. I've said that all along.
2029.
Yes. Let me throw a little something else into the
please
works
do.
here.
Please do.
Free agency is coming up,
mm-hmm.
and there's going to be some players that are not going to be happy, and there's going to be talks of salary caps.
Yes.
I don't know for sure. Don't quote me, but I say there might be a baseball strike.
I think there will be.
So that time off, that season, that year off will actually benefit, in my opinion, a stadium being built in Ybor.
Well, I could say this, that they won't have to start the season at Steinbrenner if there's not starting a season in April. So they got that going for them.
Yeah.
So I think it looks like that they're going to repair the Trop, even though the city of St. Pete doesn't want to do that.
They're contractually obligated to do it.
Right.
Now, how long it would take them to do it is something else.
Yeah, we'll see.
But can you imagine getting off work 5:30? You're working downtown. You're looking at that rush hour traffic to get home, wherever.
Not going.
Wherever.
I'm going to the game.
Hey, honey, I'll be home later on. I'm gonna go to the game. Stop, take the streetcar down to Ybor City, maybe have a beer or something.
Yeah.
Go see the game. Leave after 7th inning stretch. Go home where there's no traffic.
It's a beautiful thing.
Perfect.
You could take a water taxi from Rick's on the river.
Yeah.
Over to the ballpark. Yeah. From Davis Island, you could take a water taxi. Now we need to extend the streetcar into South Tampa. Are we doing that?
I would love to see it. I would love to see the old streetcar line just laid down again.
Go down Kennedy.
Go down Kennedy. Go all the way up to Sulphur Springs. Go all the way down to Ballast Point.
That's right. Did it go down Bayshore?
Ballast Point, yes.
Went down Bayshore.
Yeah, I imagine if you.
Why don't we put the trolley down the middle of Bayshore?
Oh,
come on.
You know, some people wouldn't like to see that.
Oh, all those rich people on Bayshore, you mean?
Hey, I didn't say that. I live on Bayshore. I'm not
all
rich.
You rich people on Bayshore?
I live on Bayshore. I'm not rich.
No.
In my small 715 square foot condominium.
Why would you not? I mean, it would be a beautiful addition.
I would love to be able to jump on the streetcar and go downtown.
Hell yeah.
Go to a hockey game. Go to a baseball game. Let's also talk the Rowdies in the Sun.
Okay. Now, can they not play in this beautiful baseball stadium we're going to build on Ybor Harbor?
I would like that. That would be great. Is there some sort of scheduling involved between all three? I don't know. But
so you want a separate stadium?
Well, there
Can we get the baseball stadium done first before we start?
Well,
when
you get the Rays, you get the Rowdies.
I know.
And why separate out?
We're way ahead on this, Joe.
Why separate out the Rowdies and the Sun? Why not have them play in the same stadium at K-Force in Ybor City?
Oh, so we're building a soccer stadium over at K-Force.
I didn't say that. I'm predicting that. I did not say that.
Listen, I'm all for more stadiums, but I got to get my baseball stadium done first. And I need a baseball stadium done and a roof on Raymond James Stadium or a shade.
Even after the Sun
or a drone tarp.
won their championship.
You ever heard about the drone tarp?
Tell me.
Here we go. Here we go.
Courtesy of the Yeah, you have a bunch of drones and you connect the tarp to it to provide shade. And when you start the game, you just slide it right on over. It just hangs out for the game and it moves with the sun. And then when you're done, you're done.
You
fly it back.
What's the battery life on the drone?
Well, what are you talking about? Is that a problem?
What's the battery life?
We'll make it big enough. Yeah. Jesus, we're taking out tanks with drones. We can at least have a shade.
Yeah,
for God's sakes, we can fight a war with a drone. They can put out fires on skyscrapers with drones. We can't have a drone tarp.
Let's get back to the Ybor City Harbor.
Yeah.
Start out the stadium in a way that it can be constructed where we can add shade later.
Yeah.
We can add a retractable roof later. But just make sure that it's built in such a way that you could do that later on.
No, you're going to do that first. And retractable roofs they're not worth the money. You only have it open, 6 to 10 times a year. Although in baseball, I would have it open in all of April and May. For both, because that was beautiful weather at Steinbrenner Stadium.
Look at the Sweat Fest over in Steinbrenner Field.
Yeah, it is what it is. I was there last night. It was beautiful.
I don't mind at all.
It was beautiful last night.
Uh-huh.
I didn't sweat, and I'm a sweater. Yeah,
you get a little bit of rain. You're
yeah. I knew it would clear out. It was fine. All right, Joe. Hey, thanks for stopping by, partner.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Little side bet, maybe a little dollar bet that opening day 2029.
I'm with you on that. Yeah. I'm with you on that. We got to find somebody to
shake
bet.
Your hand on that.
Yeah, I want to find somebody to bet against us. I've been saying that all along. Ybor Harbor 2029.
All right. Well,
I got plenty of knuckleheads in my comments though that'll bet us.
Somebody call in and bet against him.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's my prediction.
All right, Joe. Thanks for stopping by, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Great Joe Citro, former Tampa City Council, says he's going to be back on the council soon. So vote for Joe. Vote for Joe. All right, quick break. Or do we need a break? Yeah, let's do a break.
Why not?
Quick break. We'll come back with a couple more Baker Mayfield quips, and we'll wrap it all up. Stay with us. JP here for Riveters, the official sports bar and grill of the JP Peterson Show. We're located just south of Ray J and Steinbrenner Field, so it's a great pre- and post-game spot, and the happy hour is amazing. Monday through Friday, 3 to 7. Check out these specials. $3 Bud Light drafts, $4 domestic bottles, $5 wells, $6 premium wells, $6 cocktails like margaritas. That's unheard of. And the Riveters food is freshly made daily. No freezers. Happy hour food specials include $3.50 tacos and barbecue sliders. $6 you get edamame or chips with the beer cheese, which is amazing. $8 buffalo chicken dip, my favorite. The truffle fries, chili cheese fries, also $8 at happy hour. As well as other specials throughout the week, including Taco Tuesdays, you get $3 tacos, and Wing Wednesdays, 7 o'clock to 1 a.m. in the morning, you get our amazing wings, 5 for $5 and $5 wells and wines. That's a good Wednesday night. So if you're tired of the preppy, overpriced generic sports bars, come see the amazing, friendly bartenders and staff at Riveters, where customer service really matters. Riveters, just south of where the Rays and Bucs play. We'll see you there. Going through a medical emergency without health care insurance can cause you to go into crippling debt. In most scenarios, people are forced to either break into their retirement funds or worse, they're forced to file for bankruptcy. The sad truth is that health care insurance is crucial in today's day and age. Look, I get it. Many of you think you're never going to get sick and health insurance is really expensive. Well, we can help you out with that. Depending on your income, we can find great plans and huge discounts. God forbid you get cancer, a car accident. It could literally ruin you financially for life. So make the call and find out. Even though the open enrollment period is over, you may have some qualifying life events that can help you get covered right away. It can be very complicated, a very intimidating process, but we can help. Go to our website and check out all the 5-star reviews about our helpful agents. Go to don'tgouncovered.com or call 800-669-1505. That's 800-669-1505. Spring means a time of renewal and Rays baseball, and the folks at Italiano Insurance want to welcome the Rays to Tampa and remind you it's time to renew those insurance policies with the now famous Italiano Insurance Checkup. Let the experienced and friendly agents shop your policy for the best price and coverage. Famous for saving me over $1,000 on our auto insurance last year and over $500 on our homeowners. Now that's a grand slam. Might as well get a double play by adding flood insurance and business insurance to your portfolio. Costs less than you think, and trust me, you do not want to risk your home or personal wealth. That's a big whiff. So step up to the plate and call 813-877-7799 and chat with the all-star agents at Italiano Insurance. 813-877-7799 or go to ItalianoInsurance.com. Go Rays! JP here for my friend Jason Fawcett, owner of On-Site Construction. They do residential and commercial renovations and new construction. As a leading home builder and general contractor, On-Site Construction prides itself on transforming homes through superior craftsmanship, dedication to client vision, and an unmatched commitment to quality and service. It's about building relationships. We take the time to understand our clients' needs, preferences, and budgets so that we can deliver a personalized experience tailored to their unique vision. From the initial designs to the final touches, we're there every step of the way, ensuring that the end result mirrors your vision. Here are some testimonials from happy customers. G. Gibson says, no hidden costs, very honest, reliable, creative, and communicates well. Reasonable and fair with their pricing, no hidden costs. C. Smith said, did not disappoint. I'm very happy with the work. This company really cares and will take care of it. So if you're just thinking about building or renovating, give us a call and let's see what's possible. 813-579-5789 or check out our website at onsiteconstructionfl.com. Are you having legal issues with a business partner or other legal business issues? The attorneys at Walters, Levine, and DeGrave can help. Call 800-616-0384 for a free consultation. At Walters, Levine, and DeGrave, we've redefined what a law firm can be with top-tier attorneys, personal service, and 26 years of success. From business law to civil litigation, we deliver smart, client-focused solutions. Walters, Levine, and DeGrave recently won a $6.4 million jury verdict from a large real estate developer, and they can win for you too. Walters, Levine, and DeGrave. Let's solve it together. Not attorney spokesman. For a free consultation, call 800-616-0384 or go to walterslevine.com. Offices Tampa, Sarasota. Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
All right, welcome back to the JP Peterson Show here. Thanks to Joe for dropping by.
That was fun.
It's going to be my only fear for the stadium is a little bit of a political battle, for those people that want to get their name out there and be anti-stadium. It's gonna be some of that, but the deal's got to be right, and I think that's what we've always said about this group is they're willing to work with the people of Tampa Bay to make it a good deal for everybody.
Yep.
And this has as Joe said, this has every ingredient that you need. A great place for development, which is in terms of real estate, you'll make gazillions of dollars on selling condos that overlook the stadium. That's where the real money is. And so, they'll take a little bit of hit on the baseball team if they can make, the 500, 600, 700 million on the real estate. That's just, and that's what these guys are developers. They know what they're doing and they know what's best for Tampa Bay. So excited about all of it, but it's going to be a bit of a journey.
Yep.
I think we're headed in the right direction now.
That's half the fun.
Yeah. Well, this stadium saga has been no fun whatsoever. There's no,
but it's about to be. When you start seeing progress and you start seeing things, it's going to be fun for everybody.
All right. Here's Baker Mayfield answering the best question of the day from your own JP Peterson
of course.
about being elites. and what that looks like for this Buccaneers team this season.
I think he fits right in as a guy that
you
people
mislabeled that
wanted
one.
to
See that? This
put
is
some
our
labels
house
on
number.
him from whatever's happened in the past.
Oh, well, then you had it wrong on
extremely
Twitter.
hungry. Got a little chip on his shoulder, and I think this building as a whole appreciates that, and we understand what type of talent we're getting out of him, and the veteran leadership he brings as well just adds on to that.
You mentioned Chase McClellan.
Yeah, so he thinks that Reddick is going to be a great addition to this team, and just knowing him and the leadership, he talked about that, and you could just see it out there. He's taking charge, absolutely taking charge. All right, let's see if this is the best question of the day.
I think he fits right in.
It's the same one. It's the same one.
I just pulled it straight out of X.
You screwed it up.
About to find out.
In the meantime, we got another super chat, $4.99 for Jimmy J. Voyager. If the Rays go back to Tropicana Field, is there anything they could do to get Kyle Tucker, or is it a flat out no? It is a flat out no. Sorry, Jimmy J, because he has told me multiple times he has to ice pack his knees every time he plays in Tropicana Field. So unless there's something new they can do with the field there, which they haven't been able to do because there's hard concrete underneath there, not to mention the toxic waste that's underneath the hard concrete. Yeah, it's just nothing they could do. Sorry. And he will not play in Tropicana Field. But if they stayed at Steinbrenner, he would. If they stayed at Steinbrenner for the next few years, he would definitely think about signing it if the money was right, obviously. And he'll give a little bit of a hometown discount, a little bit, but because he loves it here and he wants to play here. He wants to play in Tampa. And when this new stadium is done, he'll probably be about 34, 35. I think he would love, or maybe 33, maybe. He would love to finish his career here. I got to go check his age. Go check Kyle Tucker for me. So, yes, unfortunately, if they move back to Tropicana Field, there ain't no way he's signing here. All right. You want to take this over? Did you get the right Baker Mayfield one?
I am uploading.
Okay.
Right now.
All right, let's do Levante David.
Goals, not no number out there, but we know we got to get more turnovers. You know what I'm saying? I feel
Talking about turnovers.
We didn't come up with a lot of turnovers as much as we should have last year. I know we had a lot of chances to make plays, but we didn't come down with the plays. We had a lot of drop interceptions, things like that, forced fumbles and stuff like that. We didn't take a chance to take advantage of those opportunities, and I feel like we need to make more emphasis on that. And you saw some of that today, because
there's Levante David talking about getting more turnovers, and they did that yesterday, by the way, and they got some today. So, listen, the Bucs offense is going to be good. So if this defense continues to kind of dominate in training camp, like they've been doing the first couple of days with turnovers, make it really difficult for this offense to operate. You don't know anything because we're not in pads yet. I mean, that's the whole thing. But if that's what you want to see, because we know the offense is going to be good. It's the defense that we worry about. And so far, pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. There we go. Question is, you think you can be elite and not scratch and get
exactly what LD said. I mean, we go as him and Mike go. And that's, we know we have potential. I think everybody in this building knows that. The roster that Jason and them have built, the chemistry that we have, the standard that Coach Bowles sets each day, elite is the standard. And so we realize that we've had the midseason lull. We've had to scratch late in the year to get into the playoffs. The mindset is to be hungry, be killers, finish it out early, and that's whether that's games or the season clinching, our division. That's the whole mindset when you step foot on this field.
Did you hear that? The
mindset.
Be killers. Is that what he said? I was going to roll it again.
Oh,
mindset killers.
Playoffs. The mindset is to be hungry, be killers, finish it out early, and that's whether that's games or the season clinching, our division. That's the whole mindset when you step foot on this field.
Oh, love it.
It's a novel concept, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, I've asked this question a couple times in different forums to these guys, to the leaders of the team, and they both kind of answered it the same way. And that was, Bowles he's always asked, what's the message? What's the message? And he doesn't really tell you. Then you got to go talk to the players and try to get it from them. And I think that's what kind of the sense was. It was like, look, you guys, you're good enough to be among the elite teams here. If you don't know it, I'm here to tell you. You are. And I think without saying it, they all feel like they left a lot on the table last year.
For sure.
And this team is better. There's no question in my mind that this team is better as if they're healthy, because they've addressed the needs that they did pass rush and secondary. The run defense was great last year. You're fine. Pass rush and secondary. Ben Morrison is a dog. He's a dog. And Bryce Hall, we forgot about him. And, Antoine Winfield coming back. I mean, already he's making a huge difference on the defensive side. We know what he can do. So it's just not pipe dreaming.
Yeah.
It's just not. I'm not being a homer here. This is a good damn roster, and it needs to go deep into the playoffs. And if it doesn't, it's either going to be because they weren't healthy or they weren't coached very well and games weren't managed very well, to me, because the roster is there. The leadership is there. Go get it done. I'm excited. I cannot wait. All right. Thank you, Jimmy J. Voyager, for our super chats today, and Mike H. as well. That worked out well. It was very nice.
Yeah, it did.
Pay for lunch. That was fantastic. And all of you guys who chipped in, we always appreciate all your comments. Thank you very much. We love you. We love you more when you pay us. I mean, that's the way it is.
No, we love you anyway, even if you don't pay us.
We don't. We love you, but we love you more.
Okay.
We love you long time if you pay us.
We love you long time.
It's even better. All good. Thank you guys for checking in. We're going to move studio now. So I may or may not be here tomorrow. The show may or may it's going to be on in some form. The lighting might not be as beautiful as it is today, but in some form we will be coming to you live from our new studio at Kingmakers tomorrow. So we'll see you then.